was obvious that Miami had a great game plan at the beginning of the game because they kind of followed the script that Notre Dame and Pittsburgh and some of the teams who feel that the best way to play us is to take our big guys out on the floor and put them at the top of the key and create driving lanes for their players. And I thought they did a great job in the first half. And we had a hard time keeping them out of the lane. Murphy is very mobile and kind of challenged Ojo and Chris a little bit. I thought Jaquez did a very good job, much better job of defending them, and then they went to another system. It was just nip and tuck, and the game was at the tempo that I'm sure that was better suited for them than us. It was very difficult for us to get into a speed game because they were so careful with the ball, and I thought there was a period there where they were taking the clock down to under 10 before they shot the ball. So second half, we decided to go to a seldom used zone just to kind of protect the paint a little bit, and I thought that really, and we also pressed a little bit to kind of token press just to kind of kick some time out the clock, and it really worked well for us there toward the end, and then we made some shots and obviously were able to keep them at bay. Hit some key free throws down the stretch. Thought Jaquez gave us good play. Obviously Dwayne came up big today. Chris Kamaji just being in the lane, I thought he clogged it up a little bit. He didn't block but only one shot, but I thought he changed a lot. It was a very hard-fought game. You got to give Miami a lot of credit. I thought they had a great game plan. We were just very fortunate to come away with a victory. I'm very proud of our players to be picked some posts 8th, 9th, and 10th for our guys to persevere and come together and take the challenge and go undefeated, something that hasn't been done here in a while. I'm very proud of these guys, and the thing that's most impressive is I think we got a lot of room for improvement. This team can continue to keep getting better as we finish the season out.
Just how effective was that zone in the second half? There were multiple stretches where Miami didn't score for 4+ minutes.
Well, it was a little more effective than I had anticipated, to be very honest with you, because they really shoot the ball well from the perimeter. I just think that taking some time off the clock and giving them something else, a different look, just made them think a little bit and took them away from at least driving by us and getting in the paint, because they're very, very talented, quick, and athletic, and we had a hard time keeping them from driving to the basket.
To see Michael Ojo and the older players on this team kind of embrace the fans after the game, what was that like? I don't know if you saw it exactly, but what was that moment like? What was it like for them?
Well, I didn't see it, but I'm sure that these guys have enjoyed their careers here. Michael Ojo is probably one of the most popular players that I've ever known on any campus that I've been around. Jaquez and Ojo have been just tremendous student athletes, been great citizens. They represented Florida State, their families, and our athletic community, the Seminole Nation, very well. They both gonna get their degrees. They embody the school spirit of what a student athlete is supposed to be about, and I'm very proud of them. Even though they've played and they've given us everything they have from a basketball standpoint, but they came to Florida State as teenagers, and they're leaving as young adults and prepared for, I think, what they're going to face into the world, and I feel very good about that, because they're appreciative, they're respectful, they're humble, and they have the Seminole Nation in their hearts. So I can't say enough about how happy I am for them and for us to win the game. And so they have very fond memories of their senior year.
Coach, you guys finished tied for second in the ACC. What does that speak to the growth of your program to finish in the top part of one of the best conferences, if not the best conference in America?
Well, I think that we're making progress, but in order to break into that hierarchy of traditionally rich programs in the ACC, you have to keep everything in perspective. Let's finish this season off, and let's don't start taking any bows at this point in the season. Let's see where we finish, and then stay focused enough to prepare ourselves to continue to keep playing well as we move through, the remaining games as we move into next season.
Can you allow yourself to appreciate this regular season, though, now that it's over and you're going into a second season, or is it just?
I've said this many times. I've been so very fortunate in my career to have been in this position so many times. And it's not as much about me as me staying focused so that these guys can enjoy some of the opportunities and experiences that I've enjoyed. And so I just want to keep it in perspective. We're not done yet. We still got ways to go. And we want to make sure that we milk this season for it all we can get out of it. And I enjoy it. I'm happy. I'm excited. But the most important thing here is let's just not be satisfied with where we are now. Let's see can we go and do some other things that will give us even fonder memories.
As far as this point of the season is concerned, I mean, how do you, your staff, and players go about approaching it? 'Cause I know, yes, you're pleased with what you've done, but what do you do going forward? I mean, do you look at what you've done well and say build off that? Do you look at maybe things that haven't gone well and say, okay, that's our point we need to focus? I mean, what kind of becomes a dividing line for you?
We're not going to allow ourselves to get too philosophical about anything. You know, we know we still got some work to do, and we can play better than what we've played. We had moments out there where I thought we didn't make great decisions, but that's kind of part of the growing up process. We have 2 seniors, and then we have a lot of young guys. We got 5 first-year guys that are still trying to blend themselves in. So I want to stay focused right now. We're going to take tomorrow off, and we'll come back in here Monday, and then we'll have a better idea who we're going to play on Thursday. Thank goodness on Thursday, and which is tremendous for these guys from where we were picked and where we are now. We would love to have been number 1, and we had our chances, but we faltered somewhere along the way. But be where we are. Let's accept this, and now let's see can we move the needle a little higher.
What's the difference in game prep for the regular season when you have 3-4 days in between opponents, and oftentimes opponents you've already played, versus tournament time, whether that's ACE conference or NCAA?
Well, from an offensive standpoint, we're who we are. We just need to make sure we keep executing our system and we play to each other, and that pretty much takes care of what we're going to do in the offensive end. Our defensive system has always been built that we have principles that allow ourselves to defend in relation to where the ball is. So we'll tweak what we do defensively. We won't have to make any wholesale changes regardless of who we're playing. What we want to do is make sure we just stay sharp, make sure that we take care of the ball, don't turn it over, maybe make good decisions, play with a tremendous amount of energy, find ways to make sure we just stay connected as a team. We're not going to change a whole lot of what we're doing this late in the season. Even though we don't play a lot of zone, we work on zone defense quite a bit. We just don't use it very much, and so tonight we pull that out. That might be part of what we do.
Just seeing it, you say it was a little surprising how successful it was. Does that maybe give you a little more confidence if it's against an opponent in the NCAA or ACC tournament to pull out for 4 or 5 minutes?
Well, it depends on what's going on in the game. We had a hard time keeping them out of the paint, and they're great drivers, and they got great shooters on the corners. I mean, they had 8 for 17 from 3, so that just speaks for itself. And we just thought that let's just see whether or not we can keep them out of the paint playing zone, and it worked for us tonight. But sometimes it doesn't always work out that way. So you make the necessary adjustments that you have to in order to win the game.
Mark, can you speak a little bit more about going undefeated at home? It's been 40 years since Florida State's done that.
How many?
41, I think.
Wow.
And went through some tough teams to make it happen, too.
Well, it means an awful lot to the seniors to say that they participated on a team that made history. This would be very fond memories for them to have when they're sitting there. We had a little running joke the other day, and we was talking to Jaquez, and I said, when you're sitting there in the rocking chair, weighing about 350 pounds, you have your kid, and you would tell them that y'all won 50 games in a row. The fish always gets bigger. But seriously, this give them some fond memories. And these guys have worked hard to give us the leadership that they've given us this year, and I'm very proud of it. But I'm really excited for them because this is a tremendous accomplishment. And only 2 teams this year win it. Well, if North Carolina wins today, they're undefeated at home up to this point, correct? And so that's an accomplishment. To say that we can hang our hat on, that we did something significant for our program. It also gives the young guys now something to live up to, something to shoot for as they return for next year. I just don't want to get too philosophical. I just want to stay focused right now and worry about preparing ourselves for the ACC tournament. So see can we do some great things up there.
Not to your point, get too philosophical, but when you think about what this team has done from the last time it was in the Barclays Center until this time, what would you say has been maybe the biggest areas of growth you've seen with this group?
This team has tremendous chemistry. They really like each other. They enjoy being around each other. You can just see how they cheer for each other on the bench. The referees, it's wonderful. We haven't gotten any technicals this year because they seem to go crazy when one of their teammates accomplishes something. The most important thing is that we've played a lot of guys, and it says a lot about the connection, the chemistry on this team when you can play 12, 13 guys in a game. And guys who've been the best players on their high school teams, or wherever they've been, and they played most of them 30, 35 minutes. To come into a program and share playing time and like it and be excited about it and encouraged about it says a lot about the chemistry on the team and how these guys are connected. And I think that's probably been the most significant reason that we've been successful, because these guys have been tremendously unselfish. They played together. Sure, we've had our ups and downs, and we're like any other family, but I can say, when they say brotherhood, these guys are more like brothers than any team that I've ever been around.
Everybody all set?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.